Okay. So multiplication of complex number also has an interesting geometrical interpretation. Let A, so you've been given this point A. You've been given this point A, which is represented by a complex number. Correct? And let B be the point corresponding to, let B is another point which corresponds to the multiplication of the Z1 with some other complex number. So your Z1 is this, some other complex number is there. When you multiply these two, you will get your complex number that represents B. Now what happens is your R, your A which is there, the modulus of A gets enlarged. Correct? It gets multiplied. It gets stretched by factor R2. So there's a stretch with factor R2 because you're multiplying by R2. And your angle will increase when there's a rotation. So the new complex number that I get is the result of R1 getting stretched and this getting rotated further by theta 2. So there's your rotation also, and there's a stretch also, basically, when you multiply by complex number. Now what kind of sums appear? They'll ask you like this. This is one of the example which is there. So they have said that an equilateral triangle has one vertex as the origin. You can see that. The one vertex is at the origin. Others at 1, 2. This is the other vertex. So this is like O, this is A. Vertex of A is given. Correct? Find the exact, if this is exact without calculator, coordinates of the third vertex. Means you have to find the exact coordinates of B. Yeah, so 1, 2 will be rotated. Now you have to see what is it getting stretched by. Is it getting stretched? Is it getting rotated? Is it getting rotated? So what is going to happen is, so if you want the exact coordinates, what will I do is, I'll write my A. Come. I'll write my A. What's my A? 1 plus 2y. Correct? And then you'll multiply that by, what's your stretch factor? 1. You're not stretching it. 1. 1, and what's your theta? Cis pi by 3. So that will be 1 plus 2y. And this will be what? Cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. What is cos pi by 3? Cos 60. Cos 60 is what? Cos 60 is half. Plus I sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Correct? So now you multiply by 2 is by denominator. So 1 plus I root 3. And I'm multiplying 1 by this. 2i plus 2 root 3 I square. What's your I square? Minus 1 plus 2 plus root 3 I by 2. Correct? So what are the coordinates of point B? This is O. So what are the coordinates of point B? 2 plus root 3 by 2. That's how you get your coordinates of that. So you see how much are you stretching by and how much are you rotating by. You're stretching by nothing, but you're rotating by pi by 3.